Yep, it's Nottingham Forest top of the table against Scunthorpe, led by a Forest old boy. Our commentators are Gary Birtles and Rob Palmer.
Well, they may no longer be Premiership, but Forest are still losing players to international commitments. Striker Junior Agogo is in the Far East with Ghana, and Sammy Klingen's part of the Northern Ireland squad, taking on Denmark and then Latvia. Julian Bennett, who was a caution away from suspension, was cautionally rested last week, and he's able to step in. And Jack Lester, who played for Brian Laws at Grimsby, plays against his old boss this afternoon.
Forest will start 4-4-2, and one of the reasons for the good start of the season has been the meanness of the defence, and a lot of that's down to the leadership qualities of Breckin, Strength and Morgan. Full-backs, both good, solid defenders, but Bennett and Curtis love to get forward. In midfield, Perch and Holt, box-to-box midfielders, love to give protection to the back four. The creation you'll see come from Commons on the left-hand side, and Southall on the other side. Good width, delivers a good ball, and up front, the target man holds play up well. The intelligence of Jack Lester alongside him is quite significant for Forest.
Well, Scunthorpe's recent success is based on a settled side. Brian Laws makes just one change. Club captain Andy Crosby replaces Dave Mulligan. Crosby's job is to contain Chris Commons, the Forest wingman. The key to Scunthorpe's success, the strikers. Irish under-21 international Andy Keogh and Billy Sharp has already scored 8 goals this season to add to the 2 dozen last.
Scunthorpe will also start 4-4-2, very strong at centre-half, bags of experience, both good organisers, Crosby and Foster. But full-backs, Williams and Hines. Brian Laws was saying before the game, he likes to see them get forward. In midfield, Sparrow and Barracliff. Experience from Barracliff, box-to-box from Sparrow. A little bit of creation there from him. Wide areas, Morris links up with the strikers very well, joins him further up. And the pace and trickery of Taylor on the other side, always a big thorn in the opponent's side. And up front, the 2 young lads, Sharp and Keogh. Pace from Keogh and the master poacher Sharp. 8 goals so far this season.
Well, those are the cast lists. The scene is played. The players are in the tunnel on a beautiful afternoon on the banks of the River Trent. Nottingham Forest, top of the table. Scunthorpe with ambitions to close the gap. They could possibly go second for a few hours at least. Well, for Brian Laws, it's like coming back home. 6 years at the peak of his playing career was spent at the City Ground. 5 finals. But he's back on a mission today. His mission is to get his 200th win as a manager. Hauled into the area. Crosby gets a little touch. And a warning shot from the well-travelled Mickey Southall.
Yeah, it does well for them, Southall. Cuts in this time. Long throw. Put it towards Holt. Comes in on the edge of the box, takes it early, just couldn't quite get over it. It's worth an effort early in the game. You beat build teams on solid defences, and they've certainly been that this season for us.
That's not a bad ball. Here's Jack Lester. Oh, he went for the cute curling chip.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Jack, bags of experience, loves this football club. Very intelligent player, just drops off a little bit deeper. Given away there by Crosby. Played into Leicester, just check inside, sees the opportunity to try and curl it in the top corner. Not one of his best, but decent idea.
Even in the lower leagues, it's truly international and cosmopolitan these days. Chris Commons, who's a key player, puts in a decent cross. And a succession of chances in the early minutes for Forest, Leicester, and Holt getting right under the centre-half studs. As we mentioned, a difficult swirling wind inside the City Ground. Placed just on the 6-yard box, and Murphy's going to have to come. Oh, that's a poor punch by the Scunthorpe goalkeeper. But they escape. This is the man, the mountain Morgan, that had just crept out of play.
An unusual position for Wes Morgan there.
Ian Morris. Sits in the far post. Hines heads across the area. So rather flamboyant attempt from Sharp. Danger still not over. They're fighting for the ball. Morgan gets there, but there was some illegal means used. All helped on. Scunthorpe trying to force mistakes out of Nottingham Forest, but it's just not happening so far. This is Morris. Feeds the ball through to Keogh. He has support. Chance for Sparrow, but that was some block. Julian Bennett just threw himself in the way. Hines chips it in. The Forest players fighting each other to get to the ball.
Short periods of time, but as soon as that ball is anywhere in and around the 18-yard box, he's onto it.
Hines. Barraclough. Keogh again wins the header but doesn't get the power of the direction. Leicester puts it nicely into the path of Holt. Head down for Holt. Oh, not far away.
That is a magnificent effort. I think he took everybody by surprise there. It's a terrific strike. Intelligent play. Little 1-2, Jack Leicester plays him through one touch, and you think he's going to go in the box, doesn't, takes it early, and that just nearly takes the paint off the outside of the post. It's in a good area. You think he's going to go for it. Just catches Murphy out a little bit there. That is the target. That's 1-0. For a tremendous effort. Forest do get from midfielders. Good protection from Perch, from Holt.
Sparrow. Keeps going, Sparrow. Good feed by him. Chance for Taylor! Scunthorpe United ahead.
Well, they were given a major help there by Forest. Didn't clear the lines. It's Holt. Didn't quite do as he should have done. It's a good finish. You see here, Holt tries to get back. Doesn't get the first one. Allows it to break free. And there it is. Hard, low, difficult to stop. Holt tries to do the right thing. Gets back in. Gets a heavy touch. They get the look there. Morgan tackle. Breaks to Taylor. Terrific finish. Hard, low. Concentration. Very good here. Good first touch. Hard and low. And Smith, absolutely no chance with that.
Sparrow having a look, seeking out the goal-scoring hero on that far side, Cleveland Taylor. Sharp. Now Sparrow. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? That was actually some miss. It wouldn't have counted, so it spares the blushes of Andrew Keogh.
Well, it came in very late to him. I think he does well in the end. And the ball's played in.
Was he?
Offside, just offside. Goes up a little bit late, that flag.
Hines. Now Sharp. Keogh. Allowed to run. Sharp surprisingly gets space in the box. There's Keogh! That's 2-0! They had the freedom of Nottingham there.
I was just about to say exactly the same thing. Keogh and Taylor. Keogh does ever so want to stick it in, but Sharp does all the hard work. But there was nobody closing down, and they were so deep. There's no danger there, but look, they just don't close the ball down. Allow him to come in the box. Nobody picking him up there. Sharp does ever so well. Quick take by Keogh. But look, they're backing off, letting him come in the box. Play a little 1-2. Nobody picks him up again there. Side foots it in, and you can see why the two of them are causing problems in this division. Keogh and Sharp. Tremendous interplay yet again. And it started wide in the early part of the movement, and he finished it off, got back in the box as good strikers do.
On the blind side of the referee. Morris. Teases one in. Oh, slipping and sliding. Could be a third. He takes his time, Sharp, and that just allowed Bennett, the defender, to take it off him.
And again, Bennett saves the day for his team. But again, it gets in the box far too early. There's a hint of handball in the build-up, but again, they just get forward so quickly. And again, he just gets time to put the ball in the box. Somehow gets through to him, tries to turn, and look at this block again. It's terrific defending again, last-ditch defending.
This time it's Perch who gets ahead to the ball. Could have been worse for Nottingham Forest, couldn't it?
Doubt. The mean defence that we've been talking about is what's producing at the moment. I'm sure there'll be harsh words from the manager.
There's a thick red line placed in front of the goal there. And two players shoulder to shoulder. Hines. Taylor. Again, he's given space to get the cross in. Morgan's there. Comes out to Sparrow. An emergency block by Nottingham Forest, but they are being given the freedom of the stadium.
I just cannot believe the lack of intent to close down.
Taylor again. And there was a late challenge there by Jack Lester, whose frustration has been boiling over all afternoon, and he's gone a step too far and he's going to have his name taken.
Surrendered a midfield player and brought Harris on and kept Holt on. 2-0 down.
There's no panic, there's no gambling from Colin Calderwood so far. It's been one of the worst performances of the season from Nottingham Forest. Williams has recovered from that head injury and actually gives the ball away, and Murphy makes a very strong save from Southall. That's a very poor delivery, and there was a dummy from the goalkeeper, which was rather brave.
It certainly was. Interesting haircut he's got there, and if he had been caught out there, he would have looked a little bit silly. Comes, sees the pace on it, maybe just taking it beyond the far post, but it's a big chance to take.
Yeah, hair-raising moment, clearly, for Joe Murphy.
Again, look at the closeness of Keogh and Sharp.
It's a great first touch. This is Sharp. Oh, and there's a spare man in Morris. Chance for a third. He's taking his time and the long route, but he knew exactly what he was doing.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good finish, but that all came about because of the close interplay between Keogh and Sharp. They've done it all afternoon, and it's been down that side again. That's where it's been created. Look at the first touch here from Keogh. Tremendous. Lays it in the outside of his foot. Awareness from Sharp. I thought one first touch here. He doesn't. He checks inside and sends Smith the wrong way. I've got to feel sorry for Smith. He hasn't a chance with any of them. But this is where it came from. The closeness of the play from the two strikers. Rip Forest apart. And again, they don't close it down. Get a bit of luck. It goes through the legs of the defender. You think he's going to take it with his left. Checks inside. Gets his luck. But it's the target. That's all you have to do. Poor old Smith in the goal, he's had no chance.
Referee allows that to go. Taylor. Sharp. What's a great ball. Taylor, chance for a fourth. Morgan gets there and Forest escape.
Well, they're just cutting them open at will at the moment. Again, keep reiterating down this side again, the right flank. Acres of space to put the ball in again. Lovely little reverse ball. He's onside, just couldn't get the ball across the face of the goal. Had he done that, it's 4.
Forest fearing the worst here. Smith, oh, let it go, which was a bit of a mistake with Keogh on his shoulder.
Didn't hurt Scunthorpe in any shape or form.
Well, unhindered, Hind is allowed to carry the ball. Crosby, nothing fancy, but it falls into the path of Sharp. Who is Sharp?
Well, again, intelligent run. Intelligent use of the ball in the channel. Plays off the defender's shoulder.
Little, stocky, willing.
Crosby.
There's Harris for Nottingham Forest, slipping and sliding it forwards very kindly into the waiting gloves. Just one of those days for Jack Lester and co.
I think this sums it up. One of the best chances are created. Harris gets in a good area, good first touch, sees Jack Lester breaking, just slightly behind him, just can't get the contact he wants. Decent play by Harris. Doesn't get full contact and bounces slowly but surely.
This is Mackenzie, the substitute, who has a shot. Now Taylor. Taylor tees it up to the far post. Sharp goes in there, but his view of the ball was just blocked by Curtis, who knows how to get in the right place at the right time. Experience took him there.
Again, comes in the box far too easily. They get it wide again on his right-hand side. He attacks it well. Just gets half a yard and just couldn't get it.
Well, here's a chance for Sharp. It could be 4. It is 4.
Well, he was always going to get it, wasn't he? Desperate to get on the score sheet, and he has done it in the last minute of injury time.
Well, Forest outgunned by Billy the Kid.
Well, again, the master poacher gambles here. He's alive.
Was he offside, though?
It's a long ball from the goalkeeper. Stood offside. He was. Forest head there, puts it, but he's aware. He finishes well. It did look to be offside when the ball was played from the goalkeeper. But you still have to do the hard work, which is what he does. He gambles. He expects it to happen. And look at Brian Laws, delighted.
His birthday has come 7 days early.
Unbelievable.
Well, what an afternoon for Scunthorpe United. They've humbled Nottingham Forest in front of their biggest crowd of the season. From start to the final kick of the game, they have outclassed them. Wonderful comeback for Brian Laws and his team. Billy Sharp keeps up this remarkable goal-scoring record, 6 goals in 7 matches. A wonderful partnership with Keogh, who was one of the 4 scorers this afternoon. Ian Morris there, who made it 3-0. And the scoring was started by Cleveland Taylor early in the first half. Scunthorpe United, you know, are a team to be reckoned with. And in a city famed for Robin Hood and his outlaws, Nottingham Forest have been plundered by Brian Laws and his merry men. Very merry this afternoon.
Thoroughly deserve the win. Better in every department, sharper, more incisive, better quality in the final third. And in Keogh and Sharp, they've got 2 bright young stars there. And you feel if those 2 can keep injury-free, Scunthorpe will have a big part to play in this division. Forest have just got to say, right, one of those bad days. Didn't do a lot wrong first half, but just didn't have that final bit of quality.
Well, the club that are awakening from their slumber on the back to the Humber. They've outclassed Nottingham Forest in front of their own fans with a 4-0 victory.
You rounded off the scoring for a thumping 4-0 win, but just how big a result is that for Scunthorpe?
It's absolutely fantastic, you know. We've been doing well at late. Credit to the lads at the back, and we've worked hard today. I think that's a 6 clean sheet in 8. We're all delighted, as you can see at the end.
Were you surprised how you were able to dominate possession on your way to establishing that first half cushion?
Well, you know, the gaffer's been telling us we're good players, we're a good side. We've shown that today, and we've worked hard for each other. And I wouldn't say it was easy. They're a good side, that's why they're top of the league. But we've got a good account of self today on TV again, and we're delighted with that.
Your strike partner Andy Keogh got the second. Was that straight off the five-a-side pitch?
It was good work for my partner over here, Billy, and just really set us up for the second half. We were delighted, and all credit to the whole team. We worked so hard today, and we got what we deserved.
This sort of combination you've got going here, is that about hard work and training, or is it just something that's clicked?
Something that clicked about a year ago, and it's just gone on from then. We're good mates on and off the pitch, so I think that helps as well.
Billy, you're up to second. I mean, what can Scunthorpe achieve this season?
And, you know, everyone was writing us off beginning of the season, saying we've had such a bad start. But we've climbed the table last 6 games, and we're flying at the minute, and hopefully we can keep that up.
OK, well, Andy is the Powerade man of the match, so Billy, if you would do the honours.
Well done, lad.
Cheers, mate.
Deserve that, mate. Well done.
Cheers.
Well, Brian, your 200th win as a manager, is that among the most satisfying?
Well, thank you for telling me that, by the way, but obviously it's very satisfying when you come away from home and score 4 goals and against the, what supposedly is going to be the best team in the division, and you know, I still believe that they're going to get promoted this year, so to take 3 points off them and comfortable in the end is a sheer delight.
You dominated possession from the off. Do you think you were well worth that first half cushion you had?
Yeah, I thought the first 15 minutes, I thought, you know, we overplayed a little bit at times, particularly from the back, but I thought the players, you know, kept their organisation and then started to play in the right areas, which is in the last third, and the movement of our 2 strikers was exceptional, and therefore it gave us a cushion, and it made their defenders having to defend for long periods, so it was good play.
I mean, I have to talk about the Keogh Sharp double act. I mean, how big an asset are they to the club? How keen are you to hang on to them?
Well, you know, a showing like that is obviously going to create interest, but they've been creating interest for the last 18 months, and they're getting better and better. They're just young boys, but they're learning the game, and they're performing well. And, you know, everybody will look at them, but it's about the team as well, and I'm sure they'll give the accolades to the other players as well. But that was a good performance by the pair of them, and anybody who's seen them today will see them as a threat. But, you know, every game that goes by will become even more difficult for them.
You know, you talk about only operating in a quarter of the budget of the likes of Nottingham Forest, but you're up to second now. What can you hope to achieve this season?
Who knows? You can't put anything on anything at the moment. It's ridiculous to start coming out and saying stupid things. But all we asked for, it was 3 areas that we wanted to work on. That was to defend better, to concede less goals, and to get more points this year. And if we can do that this year, then we're going to be in at least the top 10. And hopefully, if we can maintain that, that's good for Scunthorpe.